Hi, I'm Ben from INTERNACHI. That's the International Association of Certified Home Inspectors. Let's learn how to inspect a garage door opener that's attached to a garage door during a home inspection. And to figure that out, go to our education page and type in interior, because that's where this section of the training is. It's in the How to Inspect Attic Insulation Ventilation Interior course. Click the green button to get into the course, and then use the left side navigation menu to get to the 9 steps to inspect the garage door opener. So this 9-step checklist, essentially, for your inspection procedure covers the most important parts of a basic inspection of a residential garage door that is connected to an automatic garage door opener. And this doesn't apply to tilt-up or one-piece doors, only sectional garage doors. And the garage door is typically the biggest moving part of a home. So we need to check it out, see if it functions, and see if we see any defects that are material. Because many of its components are under a lot of weight or tension. So this 9-step inspection procedure covers the safest procedures that are supported by DOSMA, the Door and Access Systems Manufacturers Association. They actually have a 10-step checklist, and we can talk about that later when we get to it. So step 1 is the manual release. The manual release is that red handle that's above your head. So starting from inside the garage, have the garage door closed, look up and look for a handle, red, no more than 6 feet above the floor. Pull on it, detach the garage door. And the handle needs to be colored red because that's the standard, and it has to be easily accessible, so that's where the 6 feet comes from. Step 2, door panels. So from inside the garage, well, on the outside, the exterior, when you're doing the exterior, you're taking a look at all of the garage door panels and all of the doors of the exterior. When you're inside, have the door closed and check the condition of the door panels. Check for damage, cracking, something loose, something dented, bulging, separation of the panels. If it's made out of wood or manufactured material that could absorb moisture, look for water damage. Step 3, warning labels. The garage door should have the following warning labels, and they're listed here. Let's go over them. Let's see if I can zoom in. There we go. So a spring warning label attached to the spring assembly, a general warning label attached to the back of the door panel, another warning label near the button, and 2 warning labels attached to the door in the vicinity of the bottom corner brackets. Some newer doors with tamper-resistant corner brackets don't require those labels. Step 4, the springs and the hardware. Close the door and check the springs of the opener for damage. If a spring is broken, operating the door can cause serious injury or death. Do not operate the door if there is damage. Visually check the door's hinges, brackets, and fasteners. If the door has an opener, the door must have an opener reinforcement bracket that's securely attached to the door's top section. The header bracket of the opener rail must be securely attached to the wall or header using lag bolts or concrete anchors. Watch for the nails, no good, or drywall screws. Step 5, door operation. We're going to close the door. If the door has an opener, pull the manual release to disconnect the door from the opener, then lift and operate the door. If the door is hard to lift, then it's out of balance, and this is unsafe. Raise the door to the fully open position and then close the door, and the door should move freely. It should open and close without difficulty. As the door operates, make sure that the rollers stay in the track. Reconnect the door opener if present. This is done by activating the garage door opener until it reconnects itself to the door. There'll be a click. Step 6, spring containment. The counterbalance system of the garage door is usually comprised of torsion springs mounted above the door header or extension springs, which are usually found next to the horizontal track above your head. When springs break, containment helps prevent parts from flying around dangerously in the garage. Torsion springs are already mounted on a shaft, which inherently provides some kind of containment. If the door has tension springs, verify that the spring containment is present. And what does that mean? Extension springs should be contained by a secure cable that runs through the center of the spring. Step 7, easy, the wall push button. The wall push button should be at least 5 feet above the standing surface, high enough to be out of reach of children. Now, it's difficult when there's a stairway next to the garage door and the garage door button is there. I personally measure it from the tread. Press the button to see if it successfully operates the door. Step 8, location of the photoelectric eyes. Federal law states that garage door openers manufactured after 1992 must be equipped with photoelectric eyes or some other safety feature according to a standard. Check to see if photoelectric eyes are installed. Sometimes they're installed in the ceiling, and that's no good. They should be installed at the bottom corners of the garage door opening. The vertical distance between the photo eye and the floor should be no more than 6 inches. Step 9, non-contact reversal test. Standing in the garage, but safely away from the path of the door, use the remote control or wall button to operate the door. As it's closing, wave an object in the path of the photoelectric beam, like a 2x4. I use my foot. And the door should automatically reverse. Now, step 10 is controversial to many inspectors because it is a contact reversal test. Within the garage, stand away from the path of the door, close the door with the remote control or push button. As the door closes, have a piece of wood already installed in the path of the door lying on the floor like a 2x4 lying flat. And when the door hits it, it should automatically reverse. That's a physical contact reversal test. Some inspectors use their hands, and as the garage door is closing, they give it a little push. There's been reports of damage being caused by this reversal test, this contact reversal test. So it's really up to you. InterNACHI has the 9-step checklist. You can follow that and learn more about how to operate a garage door and inspect it while it's operating. My name is Ben Gromicko from InterNACHI, and that is the 9-step checklist for inspecting a garage door opener that's attached to a garage door that you are inspecting during a home inspection. Be safe.